I guess just one thing I try to unpack first is like, what is strategy particularly? Strategies, like especially, historically it's like seen in businesses to be, beneficial for the business and focused on a business process. And so I think one thing that strategic design brings in is, some of the things we've just been talking about in terms of design, focusing on not just how, but why, who it's solving for, really focusing on the user and the needs. And that, I think then just influences more of a strategy. So yes, strategy is important to business, but it doesn't always highlight the importance of the user and or the human being that we're trying to solve for.
Point, strategy, we are designing the strategy, we're designing the approach that you're taking, and in that is planning out not only the near but the far future. So it involves futuring, future casting, what might happen, what if, scenario planning, plan A, plan B. What does that roadmap look like through that? And strategic design really is sort of the overarching design method, and then there are all these different design methods we use, right? Design-led entrepreneurship, design strategies. And so, but strategic design specifically is designing the strategy, the overall plan, and then you use design research, there's graphic design, there's, architecture, and, all different types of design within that, for interiors, for building structures, for computers, and all of that comes in, right? Because we're in the digital world, we're in the physical and the digital. So it's very complex systems, and we actually don't call businesses anymore. They're complex adaptive systems because you're designing a living system that's moving and changing with the economy, with the culture, things like that. So everybody really could benefit from strategic design, whether you're designing your career or your business, a startup, whatever.
When I think of strategic design, or the way that I try to explain it, is almost removing the assumption. When we hear design, we almost have this baked in idea that it's going to be a tangible product, or that it's going to be a physical thing. And that's from the history of design, of architecture, right, of industrial design. And strategic design is removing the assumption that it has to be a tangible output, that we're using design to create something that could be intangible, like strategy.
Designing business models.
A business model.
That's not a physical thing.
But it could also be a physical thing, right? You could be designing a product, and ultimately strategic design is the practice that's going to shape what really is this thing that we're molding that's going to effectively accomplish what we are striving to do.
So you're articulating, you're bringing it to the world to participate. It's participatory, so that people can kind of see what's in your mind. You have to communicate to a very complex team who all are experts at little parts of it. And so you're the conductor in the orchestra. And there are all these different instruments, and they come to the music in a different way, and they see the notes in a different way, and they hear them in a different way, but you bring it all together. And that's what the strategic designer pretty much does.